pulled off, and young Jalen Briseño taking up the charge. Young Jalen Briseño driving it like crazy. Bob fitting in. There is Carlton Robinson, as they can see the riders right in the distance. Yes, Jalen Briseño putting in some serious turn here in the front. Young Jalen Briseño, this young kid, you know, is a superstar of cycling. He's not afraid to mix up with the big boys. He rode and won the junior event last week as Will Turner, and he jumped in the big race and he finished in the top 10. He came in 7th. So young Jalen Briseño.
Do that up. I appreciate following to do that after this
really
race for sure.
Talented cyclist, hard-working. Big up his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Briseño, and the entire Briseño family, supporting this young man to live his dream, to ride his dream. There's Carlton Robinson, men in black, who's off the pace. There's rolling shutter rider, Deltan Rojas, cross-country champion, Giovanni Trotto, Tariq Flowers, riding for Running Rebels. We can see the riders. So we are shortly will be in the rolling hills of the Hummingbird Highway, and we can still see the riders up front. Yes, folks, thank you guys for tuning in and supporting the riders. Once again, big up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo, and myself, bringing live into your living room. We are entering Middlesex, I think it's Middlesex, and then we head into the rolling hills. And it seems that the two riders have made contact, because I look at the 5 riders, that's look at the front of the race. Past mile 22, we passed mile 22. And fans on the side cheering on the riders. Past mile 22 here on the Hummingbird Highway, about to reach Middlesex. The gap may close now. The guys have slowed down. Baron Pope on the front, not putting a whole lot of work. He have a ride up front, so he won't take those guys. So I think who will have to do most of the work here is Troya Treats, Rolling Shutters, and who would have Richard Vera, because Valvoline have riders up there, so they're not chase. Alliance have riders up there, they're not chase. Well, PMA there, Shankar Depa own here, PMA, and then I think 2 more riders left the field. Was it Richard Vera? No, oh no, you must say the 3 riders. Richard Vera is still here, Richard Vera, and who may try to get away? Or maybe I still 5, I think I'm 5 riders up front, I must have still 3 riders. I think the guys cut back those 2 riders, because Richard Vera, one of the riders, trying to break clear. Must have to get my bearings correct, but we can see the riders up front, not too far away as we approach the slower slopes. We're passing, just about to pass through Middlesex. There is a sleeping giant just behind, about to wake up by the rumbling noise of the guys ponging on the pavement. What a beautiful day it is here in the beautiful. There is the Valvoline service crew, rolling shutters. Whoa, somebody had an issue. I want to big up my driver, making sure, and the pace I've definitely pick up who's on the front. Riders start to be scattered all over. Look at it, ruction and destruction in the peloton. Yes, ruction, and who's on the front? It looks like it's Deltan Rojas. Deltan Rojas of Rolling Shutters have the guys and the rivet, as they said, everybody on a pint and a seat, trying to hold a hard pace of Deltan Rojas. Yes, it's Deltan Rojas. He just pulled off, taking over the pace. Young Jalen Briseño as we continue to blast through Middlesex. Yes, Jalen Briseño on the front, driving some 27 miles an hour, followed by Carlton Robinson, followed by Giovanni Trotto, Byron Pope, young Richard Rosado looking excellent. Young Richard Rosado riding for Rolling Shutter, moving up into the Arrowhead. This young kid, definitely a future star in cycling. remember when he first started, Dad said this boy loves cycling so much, and he's out here with the big guns past mile 23. And so shortly we'll be in the rolling hills of the beautiful Hummingbird Highway. There's Giovanni Lovell, there's Tariq Flowers. So we have about we have 3 rolling shutter riders in this group here, and it's Delton Rojas back on the pace. Delton back on his pace, been followed by his young teammate Richie Rosado. Yeah, definitely causes no ruction and destruction this morning. Yes, riders fighting to stay on the wheel. Look at young Richie Rosado as he moves up. Young Richie Rosado now on the pace, driving the pace. Young Richie Rosado on the pace, followed by his teammate Delton Rojas, definitely putting the pain into the legs of a lot of the riders. There's Bob Gabriel, Athlete Lozano, rides for Valvoline, Byron Pope, Giovanni Lovell. And the gap is still somewhere around 25 seconds. Yes, the gap is still somewhere around 25 seconds. Delton Rojas trying to make a bid to close that gap. Here comes Bob Gabriel, bike Bob Gabriel, riding for SPD/Culture, trying to cross over before we reach into the slopes. I bet you that this race will bust into smithereens. They will scatter like skittles. Kevin Lugan said, remember, use crabo since they're through here. Scatter like crabo when I pick up the crabo on the side of the road. So folks, we are through. Yes, it's still only the 3 riders, so the 2 riders were caught. So it's still the only 3 riders up front. I can see them from here. Oscar Quiros, Sean Cad, and Fernando Rosado. Those are the 3 riders off the front. Still have about somewhere around 25 to 30 seconds lead. And Bumpy 3 are huge. Yes, now Tariq Flowers, aka Harry, rode magnificent last week, is on the pace, followed by Giovanni Choto, Giovanni Lovell, Bob Gabriel, Carlton Robinson, young Jalen Briseño, young Delton Rojas, Brandon Morgan, Byron Pope, Richard Vera, young Richie Rosado, Peter Choto, Dylan Levy, Atli Lozano, and Hollister Baptist. I think Shervin Buna is rider just off the back. And now Giovanni Lovell is at first slightly inclined. Giovanni on the front, driving it some 22 miles an hour. The water still run across the road here. Want to pick up all the cycling fans tuning wherever you are. I saw a comment from somebody from Dominica, said he watch all the races. Again, big up Miss Ethel Jenkins and her entire family always tuning in. Say learn about cycling through one of her relatives, and ever since she doesn't miss a show, she doesn't miss a race. And she said, you know, she will support me. She said I'm doing a great job supporting sports here in Belize. It's not an easy job to be behind the cycle this morning. I have to get up for like 3:30 to prepare to come head south. I guess the riders have to do the same thing. So cycling is definitely a sport of dedication, because you know you're going to take beating, but you still come out and perform for the fans. I call it the gladiators on the tarmac. Young Jalen Briseño punching away as we make our way up this incline, doing some 21 miles an hour. Young Jalen Briseño looking good as he dances out of the pedal. I know his family there in the US tuning in as this young man continue on his quest to be a champion. A cross-country champion, that is, right? He done a champion already in other races, junior champion. Delton Rojas riding for rolling shutters on a roll. He's on the front trying to close that gap. 50 seconds, the gap have pried open. 50 seconds, 50 seconds. I thought it was 15, it's 50 seconds now, 50 seconds. So the gap seems that it's pried open a bit. So in a short while we leave these guys and we head up to the front of the race where 3 riders broken clear: Oscar Quiros, Sean Codd and Fernando Rosado. It's young Jalen Messina again on the pace. Young Jalen Messina stepping up pace as we pass mile 25. So I think we have about 10 more miles to the halfway point. I'm not sure exactly where St. Margaret is, but I know it's somewhere in the 30s. I don't know if I'm mile 32, if I'm mile 35, if I'm mile 38. But we head towards St. Margaret's where we make a turn by the police station and then head back to Riga, capital city, for the conclusion of this elite race. So we're entering into the lower slopes. So we move up back to the tech, of course, Bob Gabriel on the front, followed by Carlton Robinson. We move up to the 3 riders who have broken clear, who has caused ruction and destruction in the peloton. Again, bigging up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo, my cousin, and myself for bringing it live into your living room on this beautiful Sunday morning. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all our brothers and sisters, Garifunas. Very proud people, delicious food, and this beautiful 19th of November, public and bank holiday. So we are entering into slopes. We are entering into what we call Baby Gap. Baby Gap. That's where we pass in front of Berta's tamale. Delicious tamales. It's one of the most delicious tamales in the country of Belize. Berta's. The people right there so having their tamales. As we enter, this is the lower slopes of Baby Gap, and it's the 3 riders still together: Sean Codd, Fernando Rosado, and Oscar Quiros, as they make up the way. This little incline, this half somewhere around about 17%. Yes, we are here with the 3 lead riders. We might have some drop in signal, but folks, just bear with us. Signal should return as Rosado dancing and not pedal past mile 26. Rosado, Quiros and Sean Codd, 3 riders doing some 15 miles an hour up this little incline. And the gap is right around the bend. Oscar on the front, followed by Sean Codd, Fernando Rosado. Oscar Quiros on the pace, setting that tempo as we make our way up the incline, what we call Baby Gap. As soon as we go over this rundown, you can see the gap faces in front of us. So we are probably stop on top of the gap and then see the second group. Here with the 3 lead riders, Sean Codd, Fernando Rosado and Oscar Quiros, as they continue to make their way. Good morning, Miss Jennifer Kanaki, Eduardo Flores. Marlene Esquiliano. Marlene, I'm a top fan of cycling. She watched every race. She watched every show. Whether that guns race, whether the race from the Cycling Federation, where the race right cover. Marlene Cuellar is a top fan of cycling. So we take the rundown and then we face the gap. So we see the gap stick up in front of us, folks. So we are approaching the gap, the lower slopes. So we'll take this rundown down Baby Gap, and there is a gap standing in front of us. We stay right here beside. Stay right there, sorry. Stay right there. Stay with it. When we reach the top and stop and then watch them come up, right? But make us stay along with this crowd, yeah. Yeah, so these are the 3 riders. We stay by their side, and then we'll stop at the top and then bring you live footage. This up on the lower slopes. This I definitely could feel the pain. I could hear the cycle, the engine die down. We have to put in a low gear as the 3 riders make their way up the infamous gap. I'm sure, I think Roca said this have about 20% or so. So as we go up, but here the laboring of the cycle. I'm glad I'm on a motorcycle and not a bike. A lot of suffering. Look at Oscar as he looks smooth as he drives his way up this incline. Yes, the cycle labor. Poor cycle. Oscar curious dance and the pedal followed by Shankad. Shankad always no sign of suffering. And here goes Fernando Rosado. So we just want to go up the top and then bring you in here. So point the camera as we go to the top. As the cycle they cry, we leave the three riders, we make it our way to the top, and then we on that footage as the rest of riders make their way to the top of the infamous gap here on this beautiful Sunday morning TV Ramos 2024 cycling classic. Stop right there. Take on the stretch. Here comes the, wow, I'd look for a run down the hill. Here comes the three riders. Oscar Quiros, Shankad, and Fernando Rosado. And we can see the main field of riders making their way to the top. I see somebody attack on the climb, somebody fly. That look like Carlton Robinson. Give you the names as soon as I pass her. Look like Carlton Robinson is on a charge. Carlton Robinson blowing the whole race to smithereens. He's causing ruction and destruction. Carlton Robinson come up flying up the gap. Carlton Robinson and his beautiful machine. Carlton Robinson flying up the gap. Look at Carlton Robinson go. Carlton Robinson flying up the gap. He has opened a gap. Bob Gabriel trying to close that gap. We can see young Jalen Briseño. We can see Delton Rojas, a lot of pain. There is Tariq Flowers is there. The Giovanni Choto is there. Young Richie Rosado right there. There's Hollister Baptist. A gap have been opened up. It have definitely caused ruction and destruction. Look at riders scattered all over the tarmac. Yes, a group of about 8 riders as they make their way up the gap. See more riders coming. We can see Dylan Levy. We can see Byron Pope. We can see who's the next rider there. In a whole lot of pain. That's Richard Vera leaving a low gear, bouncing his way up the gap. There's Baron Pope biting at that. There's Richard Vera. You can see the pain in the legs. More riders you can see Shervin Budna all over his machine, creeping up the gap here. We can see Adi Lozano making his way up. We can see that's Budna. The man is sucked for some oxygen. More riders, we can see Adi Lozano coming up. We can see Giovanni Lovell have been separated along with Peter Choto. Yes, I noticed that Giovanni wasn't looking too good this morning. Probably have some kind of flu bug or stomach bug or something like that, because that's not Giovanni. Being followed by Peter Choto. Here comes Adi Lozano. Adi Lozano making his way up the gap. There's Peter Choto. And we can see young Christopher Waite. Young Christopher Waite making up, and then behind you can see Brandon Morgan. The last rider who was that group making his way. Folks, this climb is vicious. I tell you, this put a stin. Yeah, definitely put a stin in the legs. There's young Christopher Waite. Here comes Brandon Morgan, who have been separated. I mentioned that once they reach through the hills, there definitely be eruption and destruction. Whole field have been blown to smithereens. Here comes Brandon Morgan in a low gear, trying to close that gap. There goes Brandon Morgan. No, we're going. Alright, okay. It's so steep that the pony cycle really have to go on a flat so I could get down, because if I jump up on the cycle I'll roll back way. There's my driver, Rick Castillo. Somebody call me, but whoever call me, I can't answer. I can't answer. I'm live. I can't answer. I'm live, folks. Here the phone ring, but unable to answer the phone. We try to make our way back to the riders.
Could have hit my front basically with that.
But Magan, the last rider rides for rolling shutters. We make our way back towards the front of the race and see the ruction and destruction. We are at mile 27. Here on the Hummingbird Highway. This is, if you have just joined us, this is the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic. Being brought to you live into your living room by Rick Castillo and Andrew Adonis. We are the guys sponsoring it live this morning, on this beautiful Sunday morning. As we make our way down, the guys have to come up this too, so they have to return and then climb up this other side. So they get 2 punch for this the gap. So this is speed we have to come down. I think I have a capable driver, my cousin Rick Castillo, taking care of me as the speed. The funny feeling behind the cycle coming down this hill at this high speed, still trying to catch up to the riders. As we pass, you see who we have in front of us. We see a rider in front of us. That's Hollister Baptist. Not Hollister Baptist, Atlee Lozano rides for Valvoline. So we are still trying to catch up with other riders. So this is cycling not far, so be your patience. As the riders are scattered all over. No, this is not, this is Christopher Waite. We passed mile 28. That's Christopher Waite we're coming up on. As we try to make our way, you can see Giovanni Lovell in the distance. You can see Giovanni Lovell in the distance. So this is Christopher Waite. We're passing Christopher Waite. We head up, we will make contact with Giovanni Lovell shortly. He's definitely been detached from the main field of riders.
I don't know why, but my son was playing that shit, playing Fortnite, and that's all I heard. He was on the screen. That song, all that shit is in my head.
And we still have some more climbs between here and where part the turnaround will be in St. Margaret's Village. Some more climbing remains. Some few potholes on the tarmac. Extremely hot, folks. It's extremely hot. We can see another few. There's 2 more riders. I believe that's Budna and Atlee Lozano. There's Giovanni Lovell. As we continue to make progress. That's the last signal for a short while through the hills there. So we're coming up on Shervin Budna and Atlee Lozano. I don't know the name of all these climbs through here, but that's Atlee and Shervin Budna. I think we are past the spot where the road we had when the storm and the passed through, we had a landslide on the highway. We are approaching that, I think, close to Cisco Hill. You know, the camera once we're gonna lose signal. Yes, this is exactly where we had a landslide. There's you could see the debris when they cleared off the debris. So I'm pointing on the this is where the landslide. You can see the trees there. That's the landslide. Started from up there and it ended up on the highway. So that's the landslide. From up there, a lot of water eroded the surface, and it had just past Magnet Hill heading towards Cisco. Looking to see the riders. We can see a rider in the distance. You see we are on Cisco Hill. Take a run down. Still trying to make contact with the riders. Folks, a lot of ruction and destruction. The riders are scattered all over the tarmac. Kevin Logan said, like Croabo. I said, like Skittles. You can see two riders in the distance as we make our way on the Hummingbird Highway. This is the 2024 Asmal 30 TV Ramos race. A happy Garifuna Settlement Day to each and every one. Again, folks, sending out our prayers to our brother George Abraham Sr. who was involved in that RTA last Sunday, as he continued to make progress in his recovery. We want to send prayers out, and like I mentioned, please continue to donate to the cause. George have a huge medical bill mounting up, and we have to help him as a cycling family to pay off those bills. We are just beside three riders. I think it's Byron Pope, Richard Vera, and I think it's Dylan Levy. Continue to make our way. We can see a group of about 5 riders in the distance, still climbing. So we're not too far from the, just a few miles from the halfway point in this beautiful race. So far we only have a few drops in the signal, so that's awesome. I guess the sky is clear, and so the signal goes straight to the satellite. So we can see, I know young Richie Rosado was in this group, so kudos to that young man Richie Rosado, along with young Jalen Briseño. Just off the back I can see the rider is Hollister Baptist. We pass mile 31, Hollister Baptist, a small gap to Hollister Baptist. Just in front I can see Tariq Flowers, and I see some jersey from Rolling Shutter. I believe that's young Richie Rosado is in that group, along with Delton Rojas. Yes, that's the fans. Yes, Hollister Baptist. Hollister Baptist just off the back. Hollister Baptist, there's Hollister Baptist. And so we're coming up on young Richie Rosado, Jalen Briseño, Tariq Flowers, Bob Gabriel, Giovanni Lovell, and Delton Rojas. These are the riders as we are getting closer to the halfway point. Yes, there's young Richie Rosado, Bob Gabriel, Tariq Flowers, Jalen Briseño, Giovanni Choto, and Delton Rojas. And so we're approaching the we're not too far from the turnaround, so we head up to the front of the race so we can see the flashing lights. So I think some of the guys have made the turnaround. That's the 3 riders, Oscar Quiros, Sean Cad, and Fernando Rosado. Those are the 3 riders out front. So this race have definitely been split into bits and pieces. Yeah, the farmers. Wait, not many guys have to go way down at the bottom of St. Margaret's. Oh no, when we reach St. Margaret's, we're still away from St. Margaret's. I thought we were at St. Margaret's. We're still a little way from St. Margaret's. So we're still heading to try to make contact with the lead riders. We can see the lead traffic vehicle in the distance. So we are just over a mile away from the halfway point. Just a mile away from the halfway point. So I think it's mile 32 then. So just thrown two away from the halfway point, where the 3 riders have pried open the gap even farther. You can see Oscar, you can see Sean Cad, and Fernando Rosado. Guess what though? Young Carlton Robinson have made it across. Young Carlton Robinson have bridged the gap to the 3 riders. Yes, Carlton Robinson has made his way over. We have caught up to the lead rider, so it's 4 riders. Two riders from Anthony Mala, Digi Alliance, have caught up with Oscar and Sean Cad. So Carlton Robinson have made his way over. He attacked out at the gap, and he have closed the gap all alone. He have joined the front of the race. So Carlton Robinson have joined the lead of this event. Carlton Robinson rode over all by himself. So he has the help of Fernando. There's Oscar, face of concentration. We are just a stone's throw away from the halfway turnaround, and it's Carlton Robinson who have made it across. So it's four riders in the lead. As we make our way to the halfway point, we can see the lead. We can see the official up in the distance. Oscar Quiros on the pace, followed by Fernando Rosado, Carlton Robinson, and Sean Codd. Sean Codd does show no sign of suffering. Mouth, normally I say teeth. You could see in a way no shades, but there's no sign. So Sean Codd is definitely great form. He's looking good. He broke away. He initiated the attack. Okay, so we're at mile 33. So the turn up mile 30, 34, 35 then. So that's a mile 33. Rick, they asked Sean Codd said he not feel no pain. Sean Codd is a warrior, folks. This man is a warrior. He's talking, the man talk like normal. From you, we might suck for all the accent. We might hardly could talk. But Sean Codd is speaking to my driver Rick, asking, and so we can see the turnaround in the distance, and the four riders making their way to the turnaround. So they're mile 30. Let's say, why? Okay, still at 33. So I have two mile 33 posts here. It's one mark 33 and one next mile post mark 33. So we can see the lead traffic vehicle in the turn in its way back. You can see the official with the flag. Yeah, all right, okay. So we head to the halfway point. So we have come to the halfway point. Yes, the riders will make their turn right here. This is the halfway point for as the wheel turns. For the TV Ramos Cycling Classic 2024. Here comes the riders, the four riders: Oscar Quiros, Fernando Rosado, Carlton Robinson, and Sean Codd. There's the lead traffic, and we can see not too far behind the group of about 6 riders coming. Get you their names as soon as they make their way to the halfway. There is the official. Say Mr. Moses is Montreal Tamales. I got up on camera, Mr. Moses. Yeah, here comes the group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 riders. So we have young Richard Rosado, we have Bob Gabriel, we have Jalen Briseño, we have Delton Rojas, we have Tariq Flowers, we have Ulster Baptist, and Giovanni Lovell. Those are the 7 riders making their way back in the second leg of this monster event, this grueling event. We can see 2 more riders making their way towards the halfway point. 3 more riders will get the names, and then we'll join back the riders. Let us see if those 7 riders will join the 4 riders up front. Very busy highway today. Javan Gonzalez, you're missing out here. I know you take a break because the big one is coming up 1st of January. So I know G Flow is taking a break. Here comes Byron Pope. It's Byron Pope, Dylan Levy, and Richard Vera. These are the guys making the turn halfway Halfway into the race, they head back. Ferrella boss. So in a short while we'll make our way back to, yeah, so we head back. That's my driver again, Rick. So with the camera crew, with the official, we are the people that bring it live into your living room. Big up my driver, Rick Castillo, and myself, bring it live into your living room. Folks riders still making their way to the halfway point. I'll give you the names of the riders making their way to the halfway point shortly. As soon as they pass there, we see who's this? It's Shervin Budna and Atli Lozano. Shervin Budna and Atli Lozano making their way towards the halfway point. So there's no way they will make it back. This race have been scattered like crab or like skittles all over the tarmac. A lot of ruction and destruction. I see why a lot of the city man afraid for. Once they hear hummingbird, they hear hills. You know, one part of that here is young Christopher. Yeah, young Christopher Wade making his way also to the halfway point. Brandon Morgan and Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni Lovell definitely in a whole lot of trouble. Giovanni Lovell can hardly climb that hill, so Giovanni that's definitely not feeling well today. That's not the usual Giovanni Lovell. There's something wrong with Giovanni Lovell. Probably have some kind of stomach virus or something like that, because he is in a whole lot of pain, a whole lot of suffering. But that's what cyclists are. They are fighters. He will continue and he will recover and return another day, another race. So kudos to all the cyclists who braved it out to come out and partake in such a grueling event. It's a very difficult cycling. They suffer like crazy many times. I just do physics, I just do a lead ride, and sometimes I say, why am I on the bicycle? This is a Levy family. I'll be supporting cycling. Big up the Levy family. Yeah, cycling is such a brutal sport, you know. Sometimes when I watch cyclists ride bike, you know, some people complain that they drive just a few miles and they're suffering in a vehicle, much less are pedaling on these hills. So we are coming up on the three riders here. We have Dylan Levy, Byron Pope and Richard Vera. These are three guys trying to close the gap. Three guys trying to close that gap. And we move up, trying to make back to the other riders. Let us see if the seven riders will catch up to the four lead riders. We had up front, we had the top three riders. We had four riders actually. We had Carlton Robinson, we had Fernando Rosado, we have Oscar Quiros, and we had Sean Codd. Those are the four riders leading this race, being followed by another group of about 7 riders. Let me see if I remember some of the name. We had Bob Gabriel in that. We have young Richard Rosado. We had young Jalen Briseño. We had Giovanni Choto. I think Pete Medina too. Who else was in that group? With their names, I think Hollister Baptist was in that group. We are coming up on the group shortly, so I'll give you the rest of the names as soon as we make contact with these riders. So soon get the names of the riders. Deltan Rojas, one of the riders in that group. As we close the gap to the group, definitely continue to give the names. Kudos to these young men coming out and braving. Look at the beautiful sky, look at the mountain in the background. So Hollister Baptist, Richard Rosado, Giovanni, Bob Gabriel was the other rider, and Tariq Flowers. So these are the riders in this group. 7 riders, Bob Gabriel on the front, followed by Deltan Rojas, Jalen Briseño, Giovanni Lovell, Giovanni Choto, Taricano, Tariq, Tariq Flowers. I don't make mix up a name. It will happen sometimes, folks. So we move up to the front. Remember, we have the gap coming up again on the other side. We have the four riders. Look at the beautiful sky, man, how beautiful it is to live in a country such as Belize. Mother Nature, best kept secret. Can't believe a storm just left just a short while ago, but look, I carry all the clouds, carry all the water. Well, some water remain on the earth, no? But we're heading back. Look at the scenery. This is picture perfect, folks. Look at the background. We're heading back towards Cisco Hill and onwards to the gap where four riders lead the charge here on this beautiful Sunday morning. I want to welcome, if you have just joined us, this is the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic, the elite category. You have some other categories. You had the club category, we had the junior, and we had the female. So more than one races. I think some of the juniors left this morning, but they turned back at the part. But young Jalen Briseño and young Richard Rosado decided that they will stay in the elite category. So we continue to make our way almost at Cisco Farm. You can see the four riders still together. The four riders as they make their way. There's Douglas Lamb. The four riders still together. Two riders from Mala BG Alliance in the likes of Carlton Robinson and Fernando Rosado. One rider from Valvoline, that's Oscar Quiros, and one rider from PMA, that's Sean Cad. It's a huge gap. I'm not sure if the guys will make it back. We probably might get the winner from this group up front. Coming over Cisco Hill. We are heading towards Cisco Hill actually. Just about to make our way on the lower slopes of Cisco Hill. Lower slopes of Cisco. We're heading to a heavy headwind, folks. I can feel it on the cycle, a heavy headwind. So we're here with the four lead riders, Sean Cad, Fernando Rosada, Oscar Quiros, and Carlton Robinson. As you make our way up Cisco, you know, look hard, but you could feel the cycling. You hear the laboring. You can see the cadence of the guys. You can see the gear that they are using. Look at Oscar and Carlton. Oscar, Sean Cad with the highest cadence, and Cad put it on the small chain ring, and he's just tapping away. Oscar just tapping away as we make our way up the Cisco climb. They're doing some 14 miles an hour up this little climb. 14 miles an hour up Cisco Hill. You can hear the laboring in the cycle. Huh? Yeah, so like that gear he ride. Sean Cad and a low gear just spinning away, looking good, looking smooth. No, I tell you, looking at a man's face, and have no shades, and the man show no sign of suffering. Carlton face, all and egg, and I say no, nobody showed no sign of suffering. The four riders up front, looking smooth, looking good. Oscar on the pace as he continued to make his way and press it up off the hill here, Cisco Hill. But then he plants some coconut trees, free coconut on the side of the road directly, a lot of coconut trees planted on the side, so you can stop and pick a coconut. There's the official Mr. Crawford. As we crest the top of Cisco Hill, we move on to Magnet Hill. Folks saying, if you're not Belizean, you'll probably understand when I talk about Cisco Hill and Magnet Hill. Magnet Hill, you park your vehicle on Magnet Hill and the vehicle will go up instead of go down. Yes, folks, four riders up front on the pace. Fernando Rosado, followed by Sean Cad, Carlton Robinson, and Oscar Quiros. A while back at the gap, Carlton Robinson rode across to the three riders. So it seems that Carlton, you know, just had a bad week last week, but he's here. That's what I tell about cycling. Today they're for you, tomorrow they're for me. And these four riders are leading the charge as we head back to beautiful cultural capital, Riga, for the conclusion of this 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic, an annual classic for a number of years. We want to big up Mr. Moores and his entire team for hosting this event. We want to big up all the cyclists who came out to participate. We know that the G-Flow crew is taking a rest. We have been consistent for a while, but coming up, the big 1st of January race, the Creme New Year's Day Cycling Classic coming up, on 1st of January, and a lot of guys will need a lot of power. I understand that John DeLong won't be here, the Boogeyman won't be here, the defending champ fell down and damaged his shoulder, so I understand he won't be here. Well, at least that's what I understand. And I have to get confirmation that he won't be here. Look at the beautiful scenery. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mountain in the background as the crests they climb, and we head towards the gap, the other side of the gap. Yes, this is where that's a landslide right there. What I was telling about, that's the landslide that we saw on television. This is where the landslide was. You could see the. Yep, folks, a little drop in the signal, but don't you worry, it will be back. As soon as we clear these mountains or these hills, we have uninterrupted service. Oscar and the PS. All eruption and destruction finished already. Let us see if these riders will attack each other as we enter closer and closer to the climax of this beautiful event. The 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic. Oscar sitting at the back, looking smooth, making his way back within the top farm. In the interview last week, he said that he'll be a new Oscar, so all the fans said they want to see Oscar back in swing. So still here with four lead riders. There's Oski, no sign, mouth closed, no suffering. Carlton, no suffering, looking in his face. Shankad, no suffering. Fernando, all these guys looking great up here. Normally I see man mouth wide open, conquers look for go on the tongue, but these four riders are just pounding away at the pavement. So we have a little incline coming up. We have the gap, the other side of the gap. A lot of pain in the legs, so shortly we'll have signaled up for a short while, but it's back. It's back in full effect. Four riders as we enter into the gap. Folks, remember, January 4th, living legend, Mr. Oswald Bowman. Buy those tickets, $75, and come meet your living legend, cycling legend at the Queen's Room at the Princess. Support the cause. Thanks, Mr. Oswald Bowman, for that initiative to give our legend their flowers before they are not here anymore. Kudos to all who are supporting. Who will purchase ticket, continue to purchase ticket. We will be in Belize. We'll be on the show to talk about it and why he decided to have that. So pick up yourself. 135 is the gap, so the gap have prior open. 135 to the second group at the back. The four riders have a lead of 135. So folks, who will think we'll have it today? Whose race is it today? We have the Mala DJ Alliance have the edge right now. They have two riders, and young Fernando Rosado and the pace in a way. We have Shankad and we have Oscar Curios. Four big hitters here. Folks, we are on the lower slopes of the gap. Just let us see It says on the lower slopes of the other side of the gap. This also is vicious. So we make our way in the earlier slopes. Stay right here by their side to see if there will be any attacks, any separation. Again, big up the Riga Cycling Club, big up Mr. Moores hosting this event, annual event. Beautiful Riga. Push Barber Shop, I need to see at the finishing line. Push Barber Shop. Be at the finishing line, I need to chat with you. Yes, we are on the earlier slope. Look at Fernando Rosado dancing on the pedal. As we make our way up this infamous gap, poor cyclist screen. We try to carry me and Rick up this here. Rick, make sure the cyclist shut down because drop off. Yes, as Fernando continued to press the pace, being followed by Sean Cad and that low gear, spinning that low gear. We are almost at the top. Still Fernando Rosado, still Fernando Rosado. Here comes Oscar Quiros now on the pace, Oscar on the pace. Stepping up a bit, Oscar on the pace. So we leave the climb in a short while, and so it'll be low and flat once you climb, once you come over this. We head up that small little climb by Berta's Tamales, and then we are black and fat. We head back into Riga. Oscar Quiros on the front, driving the pace. Reach almost at the top. One little more incline and then the rundown start. Again, bigging up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo. Being official, camera crew, and bringing it live into your living room. Taking over the pace, Carlton Robinson, Oscar Quiros. Big up all the crew, wherever you are. I know some people in the US, they have their hudut too, because, you know, our brothers and sisters are in the mix and they eat up the hudut. But we there, that the cultural capital, where we can get the original stuff straight out, the fish straight out of the sea, the cassava, I mean the plantain straight off of the thing, everything, the nice coconut fresh off of the tree. So we enjoy some real delicious hudut when we finish this event. Folks, the four riders still making their way, almost cresting the top of the gap. Carlton Robinson on the front, driving the pace. I want to big up all our fans tuning in. We know we have people from the US, and Carlton Robinson decided to step up the pace. Carlton Robinson said, let me see if you still got it, and immediately Oscar jumping on his wheel, Shanka jumping on his wheel, and his teammates, so almost cresting the top here in beautiful Riga. Carlton looking smooth, beautiful Canon machine, Oscar specialized machine, Ribble, where we're in the ride. And Oscar Quiros have decided, or I think he won a prize, or Oscar decide, Oscar making an attack, Carlton jumping on his wheel. There's a small gap to Fernando Rosado, Sean Cad closing the gap, and Oscar test the legs just now, and who answered, the two other riders answer a little bit of butter for Fernando Rosado. So they have slowed, so I believe that Fernando will make it back. That's the crab tree right there, so I'll make the crab off. And Fernando Rosado have closed back the gap to the three riders. So there was no panic in Fernando Rosado. Man looking good, so now they run down. So the guys are getting a high speed, so we're just behind the four lead riders. Oscar Quiros coming back. Carlton Robinson paying keen attention. Shankar dousing himself with water, keeping cool. And Fernando Rosado sitting right at the back. These are the four riders. Let us see who will it be today, folks. Pick on a pick. And I think I don't know if Carlton wants some service, but I see put up your hand, yes, and there goes his service vehicle. I'm not sure, I don't think they're a good spot for service on this rundown because it gets a high speed. So I will see a rider still just ahead. Who this rider? Just ahead. Oh no, he doesn't train. He can't in the race. He just the head up the gap. Or maybe he take part in the I think the Masters race turned right up at the gap. So he probably was part of that. I think the Regal farm down south. That's the rider just making his way climbing the gap. There is the Briseño family supporting Jalen. And these are the 4 lead riders. 2 riders from Mala, Digi, and Lions. 1 rider, Oscar Curious, Valvoline, and 1 rider, Sean Cartwright for PMA. As we make our way, continue to make our way. There's Carlton getting his service. He called for a service, getting that something special in that silver thing, maybe a rice pudding, get a bottle with something, and now we get water. So Meals and Wheels, and they have the Meals and Wheels as we continue to run down past. There's a young Aaron Pope servicing the young Aaron Pope. There is Berta Tamales. It's Berta. So we continue to run down. There are some riders on the side. I guess they had it for the day. I see young Jamal Murray is there in that group. There's a lot of pain and suffering folks. So like I said, cycling, racing, bicycle is not for the faint of heart. And so we have to give kudos to each and every cyclist who decide to line up today, taking on this gruesome journey. You can't also time out in cycling. Also time out, you're out of the race. Not like basketball, you put on the side and say, boss, time out and come back into the game. You have to pedal your way regardless of your situation. I'm not sure what happened with Giovanni. Love, like I mentioned, but Giovanni definitely in a whole lot of issues. So Oscar and the pace as we continue to head back to beautiful Riga. Miss Kirsten Cibrian, I don't know if you have watched party today. I know you're probably tuned into the race. The crew there in New York, Brooklyn, New York. Also that whole crew. Godwin Terry, Snapino, and you guys. The LA crew, Charles Mosiah and the whole crew, Mr. Fred. Thank you for the kind words, Mr. Fred. Mr. Fred always send me some kind words. Send me a gift. Thank you, sir. Miss Ethel Jenkins again. Thank you again for the kind words. Shout out my beautiful family at home again. My beautiful wife and my grandbabies and all my kids. They and the whole crew there in Chicago. Mr. James Sanchez, Sweet Tea. Look to you guys. Joel Boland there in Taiwan. Darwin Richardson in Japan. The crew there in UK. Pick up on yourself. The Caribbean, Guyana, all the Caribbean countries who tune in. Guatemala, Mexico. Yeah, we also have fans from Mexico and Guatemala. The Cayman Islands, where my sister is. There's a prize, and I think Oscar will ride to that prize. The 4 riders are still together. So shortly we'll take a lead, step back and check the and check when the guys are back shortly. So as they take on the stretch, man, pain and suffering behind this motorcycle. Oh, you know, old bones there. So the 4 riders ride off. We are wait the second group on the road. They were some 1 minute 35 seconds down. Yes, I see it up on the line, Miss Ethel Jenkins. Lenny Flowers, good morning. Yes, we are here in beautiful cultural capital, Riga, for the running of the TV Ramos Cycling Classic. Men, fans, if you're out here to see how beautiful it is, it's awesome. I mean, the blue skies. Maybe I could just take my camera while I wait for the riders and show the beautiful blue skies, the pretty greenery around us. This is my driver and Emmanuel help with the live and everything, you know, official driver and bring the live. My cousin Rick, this is a really motorcycle with a pan, but reliable, small but reliable. And we await the riders. We can see them coming in distance. Yes, we can see the riders coming in distance, so the gap definitely close. Good morning, Joseph Pascual. So we can see the two rolling shutter jersey. We can see Jalen Briseño. So you see some rider has been shed. Let me see how much riders. It's only who is missing. So Tariq Flores is not there. It's only 5 riders. Jalen Briseño, Giovanni Choto, Bob Gabriel. Oh, Tariq Flores is there. Young Richie Rosado and Tariq Flores. Those are the riders. So I think somebody is missing. I think there may 7 riders there, only 2 there now. So it seems that 2 riders have been attached. 115, so they have closed the gap. It was 135, 115, so they have closed the gap. 115 is the gap, folks. 115 is the gap. So just wait a little and we can see the riders come back and see who the coin that look like Deltan Rojas. I didn't see Deltan Rojas in that group. I don't know if you had some kind of mechanical and then somebody else to come. We can get the name and then we move up. We move up. Oh, the bus is stopped. Can see? No. Heavy traffic. Here comes the rider. Deltan Rojas making his way towards the camera. Deltan Rojas probably had something. There's Deltan Rojas as he passed. Deltan Rojas. And here comes, oh, Hollister Baptist is the other rider that have been detached. Hollister Baptist have been detached. So here comes Hollister Baptist. Passing in front of us, Hollister Baptist. All alone. I don't think nobody will come right now, Rick. So we're going to jump back and see if the second group will close back the gap. They have closed the gap. It was 135 and the last time we had the time check, and just now it was 115. So I have definitely cut off 20 seconds. Thank you again, folks, for being patient, for staying on the live on this beautiful Sunday morning. Man, oh man, all I need now is a swimming pool or go jump in at the sea. When we finish, I have to go jump in at the sea. Where the river meet the Caribbean Sea. Down in beautiful cultural capital. After we're done it, we're Hudut though. We have to make sure we get to Hudut. So folks, we continue to make progress along the beautiful Hummingbird Highway. Coming up on Hollister Baptist again, then we leave Hollister and then we'll meet up to Deltan Rojas. There's Hollister Baptist riding his G-Flow jersey. We'll move up. There's Deltan Rojas. I'm not sure if he had some kind of mechanical or he got detached at the climb. And then we move up to the other riders. So it was 7, 2, or not anymore. Then we have the other 5. So what are they? Yeah, not too far in front though, because if Deltan Rojas work hard, I think he can make it back. There is young Deltan Rojas, rides for rolling shutter, all alone. You can see a little bit of expression on his face. His mouth is open up, so he's definitely gasping for air as we continue to head towards Middlesex and onwards to Riga, where the conclusion of this beautiful event, the 2024 TV Ramos race. We are in Middlesex village. Huge bump. And we can see the other 5 riders right up in the distance. We can see the heavy traffic behind the riders, so we know the riders are just in front. That's the we don't left the sleeping giant. The giant never wake up this morning. Sleeping giant stay asleep. We head back to a beautiful cultural capital, Riga. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day again to all our brothers and sisters. This beautiful 19th of November, Settlement Day in country of Belize, national holiday, public and bank holiday. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Look at the coconut trees. Some of them are coconut farm here. Coming up and bump again. Yeah. Folks, I want to thank my driver again, Mr. Rick Castillo. Brought his cycle all the way from Belize City in the back of a truck so I could bring you guys live coverage. You can see the 5 riders in the distance. Richie Rosado, Bob Gabriel, Tariq Flowers, Giovanni Choto, and somebody else, Jalen Briseño. Those are the 5 riders. They were 115 behind the top 4 riders. So they contact in a short while, passing through Middlesex. Beautiful stretch. Look at the beautiful. Look at the skies, man. So we have caught up. So this is the second group on the front on the road. Bob Gabriel on the front driving the PS, followed by Giovanni Choto. Young Richie Rosado, very impressed with this young man. Richie Rosado riding excellent. His brother is up front. So Richie Rosado family definitely making an impact in cycling. And there is Tariq Flowers, right, for Rolling Rebels. He have stepped up to the big league. He rode awesome last week, and here he is again. Tariq Flowers right in the hunt. And young Jalen Briseño, not a super kid, young Jalen Briseño doing his thing, not in a G-Flow, just the pants. The man say right unattached today. And Bob Gabriel driving the pace. They can see the flashing lights, or they can see the riders in front of them. You can see, so you can see that traffic on the way here. So they definitely still some just over a minute behind the 4 lead riders. So if they continue, still have a lot of miles remaining in this event, they still can make it to the front of the race. It's the 2012 cross country champion Giovanni Choto rides for Troyer Treats on the front, driving the pace, followed by Richie Rosado riding for Rolling Shutter, Tariq Flowers riding for Rolling Rebels, young Jalen Briseño riding unattached there but still a member of the G-Flow team, and Bob Gabriel riding for SPD/Culture. Bob Gabriel, a brave master rider, not afraid to mix up with these young guys. Big up yourself, Bob Gabriel. Let us see if this person will give us a time check. Oh, that's the service crew for young Richie Rosado. Man get a bar or something or so. Look at the face, no expression of suffering. Very impressed with young Richie Rosado riding through this brutal course and looking good. The man even have his shades off his face, so off his eyes, so we look directly in his eyes. Total sign of concentration. Tariq have only the teeth to show, so maybe it's only conquers one get by tongue, right? But he's still looking good, still stretching his leg. Big Bob Gabriel on the front. We'll give you a marker in a short while. Good morning, Rudy Agas there in I guess Rudy did Las Vegas. Yes, Giovanni back on the pace. Giovanni Choto rides for Troyer Treats back on the pace. They know what suffering is. You know what it is to suffer. He rode almost the whole cross country, 2012 cross country on his own. So kudos. I don't know who to call. Somebody call me once up on the live. I can't. I hear my next phone they ring. Somebody call me on messenger. Heading back towards Pomona and onwards to cultural capital Riga, where this race will come to its conclusion. I have to sing the song like Super G. Don't call my phone on a 19th morning, because we are in full We are live bringing you the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic here in beautiful cultural capital Riyadh. It's the citrus belt, the banana belt. Jalen Biseno and the PS driving some 24 miles an hour in a little headwind, followed by Bob Gabriel, Giovanni Choto, Richie Rosado. The man start to eat now, and that's very important. And so shortly we'll make our way to the front of the race. Jalen Biseno looking back, Giovanni Choto on the front, followed by Richie Rosado moving up, Tariq Flowers, Jalen Biseno and Big Bob Gabriel, and move up to the Tech de la Post shortly as we inch closer and closer to the conclusion of this event. So that are like something like 66 miles these guys are ride today. So we're gonna head up in a short while to the front of the race and see if the four riders are still doing their thing. We leave this group behind. This is the second group on the road. 5 riders: Bob Gabriel, Giovanni Giotto, Jalen Biseno, Tariq Flowers, and young Richie Rosado. Those are the 5 riders chasing the 4 lead riders. We have 4 riders up front, 2 riders from Anthony Mala Digi Alliance. We had the Masters event, we had the female event, and the rest of juniors. So it's difficult when you have 4 races at the same time. That's the reason why as the returns decide to have on a circuit, so each race could get their own TV time, as we would say, right? So I will continue to have, instead of have race, you be a race where if you have multiple races, you can stream all races, or you don't have to need 4 different persons streaming, and then that would, people have to decide which race they want to watch, or they have to have 3-4 devices just to watch a race, and get confusing. So always as we return to have one huge event and cover all races. Yes, we are approaching the 4 riders as we make our way to front of the race. And again, I would like to thank each and every one, all you guys who supported as a returns race. We really appreciate what you guys are doing for cycling. Without the sponsors, it won't be possible. I can't take it out of my pocket. I take it out of my pocket at a time, but I can't take it out of my pocket. It's very expensive. So thank you. We really appreciate it. These riders have caught, so there's a high possibility that the elite riders can catch it's a high possibility that the elite riders can catch the Masters, because we have caught up to Ryan Willoughby. So the 4 riders have caught Ryan Willoughby, who rode in the category, the club race, not Masters, it's a club race. But the 4 riders are still together: Oscar Curios, Sean Cad, Fernando Rosado, and Carlton Robertson. There's Douglas Lamb, officiating. And we see more riders, and more riders, so they catch some other club riders. Still here with the lead 4 big hitters. Carlton Robinson looking good, Oscar looking good, Fernando looking good, and Sean Cad always looking good. So 4 monster riders. This will go down to a sprint, I believe, but let us see as we approach closer if there will be some kind of fireworks, if Sean would try to attack and come in solo, if Oscar will wait to the sprint and sprint out with Carlton, or will Carlton try to attack. Carlton sitting at the back, he has his riders. We are coming up on another club rider. We are about to catch a club rider. Let me get the name of that rider and give you, I believe that's Charles Leslie. No, who's that? I forgot that gentleman thinking from the States. Yes, they have caught the gentleman and pass him. He rides for the club. So we are here with the lead group of riders. Folks, again, our prayers go out to our brother George Abraham Sr. as he continues to recover from his nasty accident. And remember, send your prayers and continue to contribute to the cause to support him to pay his medical bills. I want to big up his wife, my cousin Vicky, who is at his side 24/7 and keep updating me on his condition. So Vicky, thanks for doing a great job taking care of George and all the kids, and all big kudos to everybody who have contributed before and continue to contribute. Thank you. We really, the family really appreciate it. Folks, the Creme New Year's Day Cycling Classic is right around the bend. 1st of January, start of the new cycling season. Then I think the 1st of December, having the Old Masters, I believe it's the 1st of December, the Old Masters race there in Sugar City, Orange Walk. We're going to get some tacos. We'll get some more information on that race and pass it on to the cycling fans. This Sunday coming up, Miss Dan Catering will be having a short race from Belize City to Hattieville and back for the young ladies, preparing them for that race in January, sponsored by Mr. Ruben Martinez, owner of the Imanis cycling female team. Actually, and have that female investing now, so he's trying to develop the young ladies, having more young ladies on board in the sport of cycling. Carlton Robinson and the pace, doing some 24 miles an hour, taking over the pace. Oscar Kiosk will come up on another rider, another club rider. So the club rider is scattered all over the tarmac for two. They're scattered like skittles indeed. So you show the difference between the elite riders and the club riders. Total different group. I believe that's depending instead of Colonel Lovell. I believe it's Colonel Lovell. Colonel Lovell is about to be caught by the 4 lead riders. So the way these guys are riding, I almost believe they will catch up to the main field of the club riders. Sean Cad and the pace. They are doing some 24 miles an hour. Blow past Colonel Lovell like he stopped Colonel Lovell, just about to catch up to Colonel Lovell. They have caught Colonel Lovell. And I think the official want Colonel to follow, but Colonel is not able to stay on the wheel of these guys and I just blow past him. He's making his way back, but I don't think the officials would want him to stay on the wheel. It's a different race. So the official is telling Colonel he cannot stay on the wheel. Yes, the official is telling Colonel Lovely you cannot stay on the wheel of the it's a 2 different race. So they tell him he can't because he's Colonel Trump is trying to argue his way, but the official tell him no, Colonel Lovely, you cannot stay on the wheel of those guys. It's 2 different races. Because what happened, he will use the advantage and open the gap and the rider behind him, or he will catch up to the riders in front. So he has to back off. So Colonel Lovell is no longer able to stay here. He was trying to explain his point, but the official said, no way, Mr. Lovell. Don't get it twisted. You're riding a complete other race. So these are the 4 lead riders as we head into beautiful cultural capital Riga on this beautiful 19th of November. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all our brothers and sisters across Belize and around the world. A beautiful day. Delicious food we want to meet. I want to thank the Riga Cycling for having this event today. Big up Mr. Moses and his entire family, who are from early this morning. They were out. I don't think they're going to celebrate because they had to prepare for the race. Preparing for a race is a lot of work. So kudos to each and everyone who have races, sponsor races, organize races. A lot of hard work, sleepless nights. And we can feel a little headwind, but these guys are still pounding the pavement, doing some 24 plus miles an hour on this beautiful Sunday morning here in cultural capital Riga, on the beautiful Hummingbird Highway. A lot of greeneries. This is where part the banana, the citrus, the cassava. I think they even have, of course, I think they even have cane they grow down here now. A lot of coconut trees. Who will it be, folks? Who will it be? Who you have? You have Carlton Robinson winning today. With Oscar Curios, who missed out last week because of the mechanical. Will it be Sean Codd, who was second place last week? Or will the surprise come from Fernando Rosado? Or will the 5 riders at the back make it across? Will Bob come across and surprise these guys? Who you got your number one place, your bet, and cheer for your favorite rider? You can see another rider coming up in distance. You can see the jersey jersey of Supply Plus distributor. Can't make out it from here, but I'm not sure it's Mr. Alvan Gillit. I'm not sure who that rider is. We'll give you the name as soon as we catch up to that rider. Oscar Curios on the front, followed by Sean Codd, Fernando Rosado, and Carlton Robinson as we continue to pound the pavement. Welcome, cycling fans. If you just join us, this is the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic. I want to big up my driver, who is part of official camera and media and sponsor of the live today. Douglas Lam telling us that they tell Colonel he is not able to stay. Yes, we have caught up. It's Valan Sims is the rider. It's a SPD jersey. It's Valan Sims Bingo who have been caught. You have caught Bingo, not able to stay. You have caught up to Valan Sims, move straight past him. Bingo make a call. Yes, now look at Fernando Rosado driving the pace. I think, seeing that Fernando is driving the pace, I feel like Carlton will try a solo attack. Yes, I believe Carlton Robinson will try a solo attack. He's now on the pace, so the two Anthony Maledigi Alliance riders at the front. Carlton now on the pace, followed by Oscar and Sean Codd. The 4 riders are working like a well-oiled chain as we head closer and closer to the conclusion of this event, the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic, held in beautiful cultural capital Riga. We want to thank each and everyone who helped sponsor this race, who make it possible. I can't emphasize how beautiful the day is. I mean, it's extremely bright. The sun is bearing down on us. I can feel the heat wave. Like I said, the way how it was raining earlier in the week as tropical storm Sarah passes over entire Belize, bringing a lot of showers of blessings. You know, it did some damage to some of the crops. I know the Prime Minister said that, you know, a lot of crops were damaged there in the west. That Sean Codd still looking smooth. Sean is smiling. Oscar is waving his hand. Look out, that vehicle might come up when you raise your hand. Pull on the side. Yeah, so Oscar asking for service. We are allowing the service personnel to pass. So we are still behind them. So we are allowing the service personnel to pass and service Oscar. Oh, you see when you come back. All right. So Mr. Curios servicing Oscar. So when Oscar come at the back, yeah, pull up and give him his service. So we're passing in front of I don't know where this place is. Citrus. So here comes the service for Oscar Curios. He will receive his service, change over that bottle, receiving a new bottle of water. So folks, let me tell you about cycling. You have to keep hydrated. You have to eat because you don't want to bunk while racing. To bunk on a bike is like suicide. This is his service crew for Team Valvoline. Oscar receiving his service, dousing himself with water, keeping that body core cool. And I see no service people for Shankad, but he's right here. So Shankad, definitely this man now a monster. And I see no, and he's looking quite smooth. Shankad, Oscar, Carlton, and Fernando. Early this morning, the break was made, initiated by Shankad. Joining Shankad was Fernando Rosado. Oscar came across, and it was three of the riders for a while. Then at the gap, Carlton Robinson sailed out the group like a madman and joined the three lead riders, and ever since, so it's four riders for a couple of miles. I don't know if I could drink. Thank you. I want to take a little break, folks. I want to try to drink a little water. So my voice will go for a little. Alright, thank you. Valvoline service us as right in and giving refreshment, so we drink water, so we're good to go again. Thank you, Team Valvoline servicing our camera crew. Yes, we're here with the four lead riders: Oscar Quiros, Carlton Robinson, Fernando Rosado, and Shankad for Mighty House. Who will it be, folks? Who will it be? Who you got the money on? So let us see. I believe there will be some fireworks, because the top sprinter I have here is Oscar, then Carlton, then Shankad. So I believe that Shankad might try something. Yes, so the showdown might be, if you go down to a sprint, will be between Carlton and Oski. But I believe, and I said I believe, there will be some kind of shaking up in the front here. Maybe one of these riders want to go home solo, especially Shankad, who's not a great sprinter, sprint decent enough. If you catch these guys off guard, they are suffering. Shankad will definitely take advantage of it. But Oscar is looking smooth, Fernando is looking smooth, Carlton is looking smooth. So all four riders are looking quite cool and relaxed as they continue to pry open the gap. And the four lead riders, so we're taking a lastly check after we pass the roundabout. We're taking a lastly check at the back, and then we return back to see what's going on at the front. We'll see how close the riders at the back are. The second group, we had 5 riders in that group. Let me see if I could remember the name. We had Jalen Briseño. What? That's the time gap.
Time gap. Time gap.
Oh, it's not checking it. I say time gap. So the 5 riders, if I could remember, yeah. Oh, don't give me a check it. Okay. So if I could remember, good, the 5 cyclists: Bob Gabriel, Tariq Flowers, Jalen Briseño, Tariq Flowers, and who was the other rider? Bob Gabriel. Like, did I say? Yeah, I said Bob Gabriel, Jalen Briseño. Oh, Richie Rosado was another rider. Yes, how could I forget young Richie Rosado? So yeah, that's the 5 riders: Richie Rosado, Jalen Briseño, Bob Gabriel, Tariq Flowers, and the 2012 cross-country champion Giovanni Choto. Those were the 5 riders chasing. Just behind them we had Delton Rojas and Hollister Baptist, who came on hitch, coming up the gap on the other side. We're passing through Pomona Valley, I believe. This is Pomona Valley, so we pass sharp. Last somebody with electrical wire.
One thirty.
130 is the gap. 130. 130. The Douglas Lamb brought us the gap. 130. 130. Yeah. 130. 130 is the gap. Yep, so with that 130 gap, the guys have to really get serious to make it back. So the winner should come from this four riders up front. Somebody will be victorious today. Who will it be? So we know this is part of fireworks to happen. So if any riders come across, well, we ask that. But so Douglas Lamb. What you say? Who?
Cooper. Huh? Cooper. Okay.
So even Dougie is showing here. So we have the four riders, and we amongst ourselves are saying who we believe could win today's event. I believe if it continues like so, it will be, the sprint will definitely be between Carlton and Oski. Shankar will be right there, but Shankar have that explosive sprint like those two guys. So you know, it just have to be real. I think Fernando Rosado will give his all for Carlton and then give him that that final push for the line. But two top sprinters are here, Carlton Robertson and Oscar Quiros. We have Shankar and we have Fernando Rosado. So we're inching closer and closer, folks. We're inching closer and closer. If anybody have any update on the female race, the club race, please pass it on, and the junior race, please mention it on the live so the fans they could see. If there's anyone watching this live and is with any of these races, can say who is in the break and how it looks, if any of them have been completed already. But we are here with the four lead riders: Carlton Robertson, Oscar Quiros, Shankar and Fernando Rosado, as they continue to pound the pavement, as they continue to cause ruction and destruction in the peloton. They have already caused ruction and destruction. Four riders working like a well-oiled chain, working like a team, and they probably go at this until the few final miles, until the cat and mouse start, to see who will be victorious today. Once again, if you're just joining us, we are coming live from the Hummingbird Highway, bringing you live action of the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic. This is the elite category, yes, the elite category, where we have four riders up front, four of Belize's top riders: Oscar Quiros, Carlton Robinson, Fernando Rosado and Shankar, as we head closer and closer to Riga. We'll give you a look for the milepost in a short while and give you what milepost we are as we enter closer and closer to cultural capital and the conclusion of this beautiful event. We want to big up all the fans tuning in on this beautiful Sunday morning here in cultural capital. .140, so we try to open to our next 10 minutes. 140. So 140 is the gap. 140. It was 130 just a while ago, so the gap have been pried open. So this group of riders are definitely, working like a team. As Fernando pulls off the pace, Carlton Robinson taking over the pace, followed by Oski and Shankar. So we are in Pomona village, looking for a milepost. The fans want to know how far Pomona is from the from Riga itself. So the officials are making their prediction. They say Oski first, Carlton second, Shankard third. That's what the officials are saying. Carlton waving his hand to get some service. So the officials, Rick and Mr. Crawford, they discuss amongst themselves and they say, first Oski, Bali want service. Yeah. Yeah, so Carlton is getting his service. Yes, the officials then do for the prediction and say Oski first, Carlton second, Shankard third, and Rosado fourth. Still looking for that milepost marker so I could tell you exactly how many miles we are from cultural capital Riga and the conclusion of this beautiful event. Started this morning in Riga, head towards St. Margaret's, made a turn around there at mile 34 or so and head back. So 34 and 34 will give you 68 miles of racing this morning through the rolling hills of the Hummingbird Highway. Okay, I see the milepost marker. I'm going to try to get the milepost marker and give you it says mile, I think I say mile 10. Yes, mile 10, so it's 10 miles from 10 miles to go, 10 miles to go, it's a mile 10, 10 miles to go, 10 miles to go. 4 riders leading the charge as we head towards Riga. 4 riders just passed through Pomona, heading towards Riga on this beautiful Sunday morning. Blue skies, the sun is shining. Shankard on the pace, pacing some 24 miles an hour, followed by Oscar, Fernando, and Carlton Robinson. All of these riders are looking good. No sign of suffering. So will there be an attack? Will someone try to go solo? We can see riders in the distance. They are about to catch up to some more riders as we approach the area where at Hope Creek, where the coastal road meets the Hummingbird Highway. Again, bigging up Mr. Rick Castillo and myself for bringing the light into your living room. We are acting as traffic and everything in one. Oscar was sitting at the back, and the front driving the pace. Young Fernando Rosado, Men in Black, Anthony Mahler, Digi Alliance, 2 riders, 1 rider, PMA. I know those guys at the park there in LA cheering on their rider Shankard riding for PMA, and of course cross country champion Oscar Curios on his way back, looking good. Folks, like I mentioned, as soon as I get details about the Old Masters race coming up on 1st of December, we'll pass on that information to you guys through my Facebook page. Carlton again putting up his hand, so we'll move out of the way. We're 9 miles out of the town, 9 miles out. Mr. Carlton getting his service. Oscar Curios on the front. Followed by Fernando Rosado. And Carlton Robinson. That's the roundabout here. See Mark Democracia, Riga. And this is Welcome to Hope Creek. Official raising the flag to see if there's a sprint. Thank you, Sean. Got the prize. Yeah, it's Mike. Yeah. And bring you the group chasing at the back. They have definitely opened the gap, so the gap have been extended, so the cycle are able to make it back to the front if we stop the back. So we'll stay right here with the 4 lead riders, and we'll bring you coverage to the very end as long as our phone hold up, as long as we hold up. So 4 riders heading into town. We are just over 8 miles from the conclusion of this event, so fans head out to the finishing line close to the Jumma for Fathers. Once again, happy Garifuna Settlement Day 2024, public and bank holiday in the entire country of Belize. Like I said, I'm looking forward to eating some delicious hudut at the conclusion of this event. At the start of the race, Sean Cad broke away. He was joined by Fernando Rosado. Oscar rode across. It was 3 riders up to the gap when Carlton Robinson attacked out of the group, flying up the gap, bridged to the 3 riders, and ever since they are all together. 4 riders heading towards victory. One of these riders will be victorious. Who will it be? Will it be Fernando Rosado? Will it be Sean Cad? Will it be Carlton Robinson, or will it be Oscar Curios? 4 riders, pick your prediction. The officials already said. Followed by Carlton Robinson, Sean Cad, and Fernando Rosado in that line. We're heading into a heavy headwind, folks. We're heading into a heavy headwind. We can see more riders. These guys are picking up riders left, right, and centers, but these are riders from the masters, from the club category. So Sean Cad cranking over that pedal, looking good. Give the little wave of the hand. Shola is taking over the pace. Carlton Robinson. Yeah, Ernest, man, you coming right out there, Ernest, Jamie, and me, and yes. Kudos again. I know Mr. Banks is up above looking down. You know, he would be right here. Big up yourself. Just received that beautiful trophy from Mr. David Gomez all the way from UK, won by Jaivin Gonzalez. So Jaivin could stop by at the shop, pick up that prize, or have someone pick it up, that beautiful prize by Mr. David Gomez, in memory of our fallen brother Wilbert Banks Jr., who will be right out here taking care of me and the tarmac. So Banks, I know you're up above, and all our fallen brothers. We had Edison Usher, we had Big Rich, kudos to you. We had Kadim Banks, and all our fallen brothers. Mateo Cruz, who left us just a short while ago. So we are picking up another rider. We are slowly approaching mile 6 here on the Hummingbird Highway. There's another rider they're going to pick up shortly, a club rider. Let's look at the riding style of Hulky, Ryan Bradley. Sean Cad have his eyes fixated on the road, driving the pace, followed by Carlton Robinson, Fernando Rosado, and Oscar sitting at the back. Passing mile 7. Just about to pick up Hulky. Now we see more riders stringing off on the tarmac. Taking over the pace now is Carlton. Looking back, checking to see where Oscar is. Oscar moving through the line of riders as they have caught almost on the wheel of Hulky riding for whatever boys he took part in the club race. And here is Fernando Rosado on the pace. In a headwind, doing some 23 miles an hour. Kudos to these guys. All the way through the rolling hills. They have caught up to Hulky, passing Hulky. And like Colonel, he won't be able to stay on the wheel of these guys. They will call off if anything. Taking over the pace. Oscar Kuros. Sean Codd. Carlton Robinson. And Fernando Rosado. Approaching the intersection where the Hummingbird meet the Southern Highway, and it's all Oscar Kuros on the front. Passing the gas station here. There's Mark Wagner. Mr. Mark Wagner. And they're going to pick up two more riders. We can see two more riders in the distance. Only 2G flow rider took part today. Well, young Dylan Wilson said he rides solo. And I know Hollister Baptist line up in his G flow jersey. But I know that the top guns in the team say they are taking a break. That's Jivin Gonzalez, Leon Leslie, Derek Chavaria, Young Phenom, and some other riders have decided to take a little break. Coming up on more riders, give the names of, I think that's Greg Lovell and Philip Leslie ride the Masters or the club race. They've been caught right here in the section. No, they're not Greg Lovell. Judge Lovell Jr. Judge Lovell Jr. Folks, we are only 6 miles away from the conclusion of this event. 6 miles away. Who will it be? 6 miles away. Oscar Kuros on the front, followed by Sean Codd, Carlton Robinson, Fernando Rosado. All riders looking in super top shape. No sign of suffering. Looking at the face, I can see no mouth wide open. They are all looking at each other. And like I said, I believe there will probably be an attack before the finishing. I know Sean won't want to take these guys to the tape, but Rick asked a while ago if he can be the winner, and shake his head and no. So let us see what will unfold as we approach Riga, cultural capital, in the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic. Want to big up Mr. Mose and his entire family. Want to big up all the riders who participated today in different categories. We covered the elite category. I don't know if anybody streamed any of the other races. We wish we had somebody doing that, or you know, could have been a full day event where we could stream each races. Nevertheless, this is the elite category. We have 4 riders have broken clear. Somebody will be victorious today. Who will it be? Who will it be? As we approach the stroke, we are drawing closer and closer to the climax of this event, the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic. Held each every year. Today it's actually held on Garufuna Settlement Day. It was supposed to be on Sunday, but because of tropical storm Sarah, who brought torrential rain, it was postponed until today. So still a beautiful event, beautiful skies. I guess it may come on Sunday, may get a rain, but no sign of not even a drop of water today. Beautiful, beautiful sky here in the Jewel. And here goes Oscar Kuros. Here, Oscar Kuros decides to attack. Oscar Kuros on attack. Almost hit Oscar. The guy passed Yes, Oscar Kiosk and the attack. Oscar Kiosk and the attack. You have opened a few bicycle lanes. Oscar Kiosk driving. Oscar Kiosk and Fernando Rosado and the PS trying to close that gap on Oscar Kiosk in a TT top position. Oscar Kiosk opening the gap, trying to open the gap. Oscar Kiosk is launching his fury after last week's event. He had that mechanical. He said, I won't wait, I will go solo. Yes, Oscar Kiosk continued to pry open the gap. Fernando Rosado giving his all. Fernando Rosado giving his all for his teammate Carlton Robinson. Oscar continued to pry open gap. He's looking back to see where the riders are, and Oscar Kiosk continued to pry open the gap as Fernando Rosado giving his all. Fernando Rosado giving his all. Sitting on the wheel of Fernando Rosado is Sean Cad and Carlton Robinson. I believe Carlton Robinson will decide shortly to try to go over as soon as the speed drop. So Fernando is closing the gap back to Oscar Kiosk, and I believe that Carlton will try to jump cross in a short while. Yes, and here goes Fernando giving his all, and shortly we will see they have closed the gap a bit back, and Oscar is still pelling ferociously, but Fernando Rosado giving his all as he looks back, and here goes Carlton Robinson. Here goes Carlton Robinson. Carlton Robinson, I read him like a book. Carlton Robinson now trying to go across to Oscar Kiosk. He's been followed by Sean Cad. Kudos to Fernando Rosado. Super domestic. He gave his all for his teammate, and now Carlton Robinson is flying across to Oscar, and sitting on his wheel is Sean Cad. Yes, the three riders. Oscar Kiosk up front, followed by Carlton Robinson. Carlton Robinson just a few bicycle lengths gunning for the wheel of Oscar. Oscar still having them a little pace, few bicycle lengths, and Oscar seeing them coming. Oscar sit up free wheel and will wait again for the sprint. So Carlton Robinson and Sean Cad have caught up back to Oscar Kiosk. Let us see if with this lull in the pace, if Fernando Rosado will come across. Let us see if Sean Cad will give a go. And Sean Cad seems that he want to give a go. Let me see if Sean Cad will give a go. We are inching closer and closer. Folks, don't cut off your TV. Make sure you stay right by your TV. Make sure run go to the bathroom if you want to go quick, because you don't want to miss this exciting conclusion. Three of these top cyclists, Sean Cad, Carlton Robinson, and Oscar Kiosk, in the hunt for the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic. Folks, we are heading inching closer and closer to the finish. Yes, three riders. Let us see if Fernando will come back. The pace have lulled a bit, and Oscar back on the pace. Oscar back on the pace. Oscar back on the pace, followed by Carlton Robinson and Sean Cad. That was an explosion there by Oscar, testing the legs of the riders, and like I said, Fernando, knowing him as a super domestic, gave his all for his teammate Carlton Robinson. Carlton eventually jumped across to Oscar, and he was marked by Sean Cad. So this is where the Cup and Mouse will start, but they are still giving a go. The three riders are still working. The three riders are still working together. As we pass the police checkpoint here and the highway, the policemen have checkpoint. Folks, we're inching closer and closer. Remember, if you are in beautiful Riga, head out to the finishing line to witness the finish of this exciting event today, the TV Ramos Cycling Classic 2024, being held here in cultural capital, the banana citrus belt. Oscar picking up the pace, heavy headwind. Oscar doing some 24 miles an hour. He pulls off, picking up the pace. Carlton Robinson followed by Sean Cad, and I don't think Fernando will make it back. So I think Oscar is saying, listen to me, I won't allow Fernando to come across to pace for his teammate. Let us battle it out. The three riders, the three top riders. Oscar looking at his meter, so he knows. You know, guys, the training out in a high tech. You watch your numbers, as they say, your power output, your watts that you put out, and that kind of thing. So the new style of training, Oscar, and that beautiful specialized machine. As we head into Riga, just a few miles, I want to thank each and every one of you fans who tune in on the live to watch this race unfold. So folks, edging closer and closer and closer to the conclusion of this event. Who will it be? Yes, so one rider have been eliminated. They will not give him fourth place already. So the three riders, so the officials, they had Oscar coming in first, Carlton second, and Sean Cad coming in third. Let us see if that will be the case, or will Sean Cad give them a little attack, or Carlton will test the legs. But Oscar definitely, and like I said, it's a folks, 3 miles of G4 is one. There, so, we have at least 4 strong teams. We have D-Flow, we have Valvoline, we have Alliance, and I think with the next team, Troyer Treats with the Chotos. And hopefully, we have Rolling Shutters, of course, Rolling Shutters, another strong team. So we'll see some excitement come 1st of January as all the guys will line up. So all the officials, they have have 1, 2, 3, Oscar first, Carlton second, Sean Cad third. So all the officials. So let us see if the fans see that way. You know, the fans of Sean. They say well, we have Sean Cad, and fans of family members and fans of Carlton. So we have Carlton. So let us see who will be, folks. We are beside the 3 lead riders, Oscar Kiros, Sean Cad, and Carlton among the 3 riders, blazing a trail here on the tarmac. Have caused some ruction and destruction in the peloton. Yes, closer and closer, closer and closer. We'll try to get, I hope my phone don't go dead. I hope I'll get some interviews at the conclusion. Maybe the winner of the female category junior, the club, and of course the elite race that we are covering. So if the phone go off, well, it's beyond me, you know. Try to see if I get the next phone, if I lock that off, and then bring you interviews. Folks, we are inching closer, so just under 3 miles, heading towards the finish with the 3 riders. Carlton looking back to see if his teammate is making his way back. I don't see Fernando Rosado. He gave his all. They are approaching another rider. Smokes Gladden. The 3 elite riders are approaching Smokes Gladden. They're about to make contact with Smokes Gladden. Smokes Gladden take part in the Weekend Warriors category. So they're about to catch Smokes Gladden. I will tell you how hard these guys are riding Smokes Gladden. You don't know, great master rider in battle with the elites, but he's been caught and passed by the 3 elite riders. Smokes Gladden actually free wheel, and so Sean Cad is looking over at Oscar and Sean Cad, and the pace, stepping up the pace to some 25 miles an hour. Folks, we're inching closer and closer to the conclusion of this event, and this beautiful Sunday morning here in cultural capital Riga. 3 riders heading towards the tape. 3 of Belize's top elite riders, Sean Cad, Carlton Robinson, and Oscar Kiros. Let me give the names of their sponsors. PMA, Sean Cad rides for PMA, Carlton Robinson rides for Anthony Malia, Digi Alliance, and of course Oscar rides for Team Valvoline. So these are the 3 riders, and Sean Cad stepping up pace. Oscar, you can see Oscar free wheel a bit. Let me see if he'll give another go at it, as we are inching closer. We are less than 2 miles. We are just less than 2 miles from the finish. Just less than 2 miles from the finish. The 3 riders heading into town. Those are the 3 riders. Place your bet, folks. Place your bet. Who will win the TV Ramos 2024 annual cycling classic? Joseph along with Malante on the side, cheering on the riders. 3 riders heading into the town, and we get town. Oscar Kiros now the cat and mouse start. They are all watching the other. We can hear in the music. So the cat and mouse start now. Oscar just pacing in the front, doing some 20 miles an hour. As we draw closer and closer, folks, who will it be? Who will it be? Thank you all for tuning in. I want to big up my driver, Rick Castillo, with myself, bringing the live into your living room. We guys take care of the live today as we head closer and closer to the finish. And again, folks, remember, our prayers go out to our brother George Abraham Sr., recovering from his nasty accident a week ago. And remember, continue to contribute to his cause to help him with his medical expenses. And remember, the 4th of January, Queen's Room Princess, living legend, Oswald Bowman. Get those tickets at $75. Oscar sitting at the back. Folks, we are getting closer and closer to the climax of this event. Yes, who will it be? Shankar and the PS, followed by Carlton Robinson, Oscar Curious, the cat and mouse. We can see the finishing line in the distance. Who will it be, folks? Who will make a mad dash? Who will win this event? We'll stay right here with them to the very end. Three riders heading into the finish. Shankar, Carlton Robinson, Oscar Curious. Oscar in the perfect position, sitting on the wheel of Carlton Robinson. Carlton looking to see where he is. We pass in front of the Levy 30-year factory. Yes, Shankar on the front, followed by Carlton Robinson and Oscar Curious. They're all watching each other. The two riders at the back watching each other. Carlton looking at Oscar. Who will give a go? Let us see. The three riders heading into the finish, folks. We can see the fans, we can see the finishing line. We stay right here with the three riders. Shankar, Carlton Robinson, Oscar Curious. Let us see Oscar out of his saddle. No, here goes Oscar Curious, Oscar Curious on the move, Carlton Robinson giving his all, but Oscar Curious will be victorious, just like the fan said. Oscar Curious victorious today. Second, Carlton Robinson, and third will be Shankar, just as the official says it. So we are here at the finishing line. Here comes Shankar. So, and here comes Fernando Rosado, almost catching these guys. Fernando Rosado making his way. Yes, Fernando Rosado coming in 4th place. We await other riders as they make their way towards the finish. This is the finishing line. Folks, Oscar Curious with that mad dash right at the end. Carlton unable to stay on his wheel, but what an exciting finish in the 2024 TV Ramos Cycling Classic held here in beautiful Riga. And the fans out. We get interviews. Yes, man. So wait here to let me go on the other side. Yes, man, good. Let me go on the other side and capture the sprint when the other riders are coming in. Who in the junior? Aiden? Usano? Alright, good. So some more riders coming in. You can only mix up because we say Hulky coming in, but Hulky is not with the elite. Hulky finishing his hub race. So here comes Hulky crossing the finishing line. And then we are waiting the sprint for 5th another position. But the top 4 riders are in. Oscar first, second Carlton Robinson, third Shankar, and 4th Fernando Rosado. So we are here comes young Jalen Briseno coming solo. Then we can see Bob Gabriel. Young Jalen Briseno making his way to the finishing line. Jalen Briseno in 5th position. Young Jalen Briseno crosses the finishing line in 5th position. Here comes Bob Gabriel making his way to the finishing line, followed by Giovanni Ciotto. So the riders then come scattered all over the tarmac. Yes, Bob Gabriel, and here comes Giovanni Ciotto. So 5th, 6th, 7th. So more riders making their way to the finishing line. I can see young Richie Rosado making his way to the finishing line. Young Richie Rosado. And yeah, it's wrong Richard Rosado. All alone Richard Rosado. Richard Rosado, 8th place. Kudos to this young man, Richard Rosado, making his way to the finishing line. Kudos to Richard Rosado riding for rolling shutter as he crossed the finishing line. Valon Sims, he rode the club race, so he passed the finishing line. Philip Leslie coming in ride the club race. So as soon as some of the guys finish, I want get an interview. Just waiting for the next two elite riders, and then I move to Oski to get some interviews and interviews with other riders. Thank you guys for joining live today on this beautiful Sunday. Folks, I don't have the rights to the music playing in the background, but definitely a beautiful day here in Cultural Capital. Now I'm ready for eating the hudut. So we see more riders coming in. No more riders. So Oski taking pictures. Big Sam passing the line. Still waiting on riders, and then I'll move on and get interviews shortly, folks. So just give me a few. Remember, I can see the group coming in the distance. After this group pass, then I'll get interviews. We'll not be able to watch everyone pass the finishing line, so then get the finishing of that later on, the position. So shortly I'll get some interviews. I'm just waiting for the riders to make their way to the finishing line. Officials telling the traffic to come through. In a short while, I'll get interviews with the winners of this event and other events. So try to find out who all took part this morning and their positions. So still not say, okay, I see one rider coming at a Smokes Gladden. So I'll move up and get an interview with Oscar. I want to say thank you again for all the fans tuning in. So yeah, the Smokes Gladden come in. So let me get a few words with Oski. Morning, Oski. Champion today. You redeemed yourself this Sunday, last week Sunday. You know, you had that unfortunate issue, mechanical, but you come out today. And from my experience when I watched, you look comfortable the whole race. You two guys went off the front first, Sean Cad and Fernando, you bridge across. It was you three guys until Carlton bridge there, somewhere around the gap. But maybe you could tell the fans how you find your legs. You may look super good, so maybe you could tell the fans how you find the race today.
Again, good morning, well, good afternoon, everybody. Grateful to the good Lord for the out there again. Thanks to the Grand Griga fans. I'm happy Gary Financial Monday, everybody across Belize and cyclists out here. We just contribute towards the celebration, right? So, respect, man. First half, I want to say thanks to the organizers who put on a really good race, and I feel like it was safe, and that's the good part. I think Sean and the guys in the front, Rosado and Bubbles, they all rode very well. We organized very well by the time he got across. He did a good job coming across. We pretty much just kept it smooth. We're all feeling a little bit kind of like dizzy out there because the heat was on. I don't know if you feel it doing this, but yeah, it was a really, really hot day. I believe the humidity, right? All the water was on dropping in the country, it kind of raise up back with the sun, so humidity really, really high right now. And I just want to say huge ride from them guys. Sean did a very, very good job. He's always in the break, and huge respect to him, man. My teammates, they rode very well. I know we have a lot of work to do. It's never a perfect race, right? But we can always learn from each race. And I'm just grateful that I'm back. That I'm back racing. I won today, and I'm very grateful for that. Not every time it's like that. Maybe not feeling the best, but I felt pretty smooth. I was a little bit more on the tired side for some weird reason. I'm not sure if it's just a change of weather or the heat. But, I just want to say, thanks to everybody. Thanks to my teammates. Thanks to my parents, the people that support us. Rolando, my cousins, everybody that make the team. continue. I think, without the teams in cycling, we wouldn't have cycling races, right? So, and cycling would die in Belize. So, I'm grateful for my sponsors too, Valvoline, Caribbean Tire. If you want the best oil in Belize, Valvoline, they'll pick, right? Number one in America. And almost, I guess, if they're not number one, yeah, be close globally, right? So, I just want to let people know if you need a change of oil, when I got a Caribbean Tire right now, I have the Gold Rush sale days that happen, so I want to take advantage of the percentage, and of course, GNFC and all the other people there will support us, Electrolyte, the best in the business, make sure you cover properly, misleave everybody will help us, man, If I never call on a name, huge thank you, thanks to my supporters, God grant to another good day, we made use of the opportunity, we came out to win. And, I'm grateful that I got it. Maybe not all the competition was here, but, by the end of the day, it always, it's great to be racing out here. And again, grateful for everything, man. God bless. And, thanks. I just want to say a big up to my wife, too. She's probably watching. So, thanks, for always giving me that support and encouragement to get out here on the road and giving it a good go again, right? So, grateful again, man. God bless everyone. Happy Garfana Salmon Day again to everybody. So.
Thank you, Oscar. Oscar. Victorious today. Let who win for female and masters? Not sure. Oh, the Busano winner. Yeah, all right.
The top 3 juniors will be Eden Busano, Asriel Belize, and Daniel Lewis.
Okay, see if I get an interview. Look for Carlton Robinson. Folks, remember I don't have rights to these music playing in the background, so. Please excuse me, I want to try to get the interview with Eden Bosano. Look for Carlton Robinson for get interview. You always have to look for the riders for get interview. Wait, Eden there. Huh? Oh, you can be traffic man? Okay, if I still up on anything, I want to get an interview with her, right? Yeah, all right. Yeah. Looking for... who for masters? Who for the...
Heno.
Heno?
Yeah,
okay.
Second are Smokes.
Okay.
The third are Atik Brother.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah. So I'm still looking for get some more interviews with the guys. When the race finished after the hunt down, the riders never get the interview. Who in the female category? No, I thought for female.
Females, Kelsey, then
Kelsey win?
Ariel,
okay. So I can see I could find Kelsey. I understand Kelsey was victorious today. Where is Kelsey? After the hunt down the champions. Oh, I see Heno. I'll get a new word with the Heno Marrera. So approach the champion of today in the club, right? The club, the Masters, the club today. Yeah, right. So I'm here with the champion. No strangers to the camera, no strangers to cycling, no strangers to the winning podium. Henry Morera. Understand you won the that category. Maybe you could tell the fans how you find the heat out at men. The sky clear, and extremely hot. But maybe you could tell them how you find the race.
Morning or afternoon, anyway. Hello everybody. Kind of hot today. The breeze blow. So the race, man. I'm a nice race today. I end up in a front break early in the race, and then the guys who I'm left with the last hill. Look at the last hill, me too steep for them guys, so I end up the gun solo, and then I ride from the turn to the line by myself, no. But in all, I'm a nice race, so I have to give thanks, you know. I have to give God thanks, you know, for the health and strength for make with the others so to participate in this race. I big up everybody who can put in their pounds, nonetheless, you know, because every day we come out here, come ride. Nobody, sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days, no. Today I had one good day, so can't complain, no. So it was victorious for me. I want to big up my family, my wife and my kids, you know. I have to give them thanks because they always support me, you know. I big up Anthony Marla for the support, you know. Always the support way, no matter where we try participate in, always the support, you know. I big up you, Mr. Donis, to come on live stream. Even though I'm the elite, you know, you're from the old boy there for today, but nonetheless, you know, we still give really praise and really thanks to it, you know. Yeah, I want to give God thanks once again, man, you know, but, you know, it was a nice race, and I big up to everybody with on the live, and whoever support me in any kind of way, you know, I have to tell everybody, you know, continue to support the sport, man, continue investing in the lead juniors, you know, because they're the future at the end of the day, right? So, I give thanks.
So have the second place finisher, Smokes Gladden. You have few of the Smokes. Smokes, awesome race today, hot as hell, right? But, you know, maybe I could get a little run down by a race.
First and foremost, like we say, we want to give God thanks and praise for health and strength for the out here. Because I think he raised you up this morning and give you the energy for the out here to participate. Me a nice race. You know, just capitalize and ride smarter than the whole peloton today, because someone get now the breakaway and then start to push the breakaway, and then when he can just that, then don't crack and start to come back. He just do the right thing and just continue right off for the front. So he exceed the gap header. We must about 1 minute and change, and from there the difficult ones who don't start the descent coming down back, and then the whole back crowd, nobody in the back crowd no got no legs. So I chased for a while, but I couldn't bring her back. But all in all, it was a nice race. I want to big up my teammates there and the sponsors them who look out for all the time. Big up the people in from Griga where fight to make it happen. Because I mean, difficult all this stuff for them to make it become possible, because we date me done pass already, but they still squeeze win. So we want to big up there and give thanks to come on the side that can give you really publicity as well, because with all the live stream we get little or no publicity. So thanks Mr. Andrew for coming out and do your thing as per normal. Yeah, and give God thanks. Big up my family, like we know, several always support to thick or thin. Big up all the sponsors there, and hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Give God thanks.
Yes, Smokes, I want to hood it myself, but I'm going to try to get an interview with them. Yeah. All right, folks, I did try to hunt down some of the top finishers in today's race, but I understand Mr. Bossano, the ton traffic man, so if I still up on the live, I definitely want to get an interview with Bossano. Dylan, he's from the south here, but I'm going to get an interview with Kelsey Castillo. You know, last time they say, who the young lady I say, Kelsey Castillo, he said that he get strong and be a champion, so I'm going to get an interview with her. Kels, you did it! You won! You remember what I tell you? You stay on top of things, we spoke this morning, and you came out, and you are victorious. Maybe you come in solo, it was a sprint. Sprint? Okay, so let you explain how the race gone to the fans. So it's all yours.
First and foremost, I would like to thank everyone who supported me. My coach, Skinny Vernon, is for real a mentor. My father, the best service person, yes. And the race, it wasn't hard, but the sun affected us, but in the end I was able to come through and sprint for the finish. Oh, my sister Keely, also my best friend Aliyah, and everybody, to be honest, because everybody plays a big part of who I am, and I'm really appreciative of my family and friends.
Maybe could be the top three for
it was Ariel, and then Irene, and then after Jamelia, and so it was.
Well, congrats, you're saying keep reaching for the stars. You are a champion, right? You're welcome. All right, I see. Try to see if I could reach Mr. Bossano. Mr. Bossano, if anybody sees Mr. Bossano, tell him they're right almost by the finishing line. Come make an interview. You were victorious today, bringing up Riga. You are awesome. So I see Ariel. Make a lead word with Ariel. Ariel Garden. She finished second. No run for the camera, Ariel. You still not see Aiden? Tell somebody go here for me. Oh, he go hard for it? All right. Yeah, all right. So definitely want to say happy Garifuna Settlement Day. I mean, it was a beautiful day out there. No rain. It was beautiful. Ariel, you finished second place. You came out and performed for your fans here. Maybe you could give the fans how you found the race today.
Well, I never, expect a good finish because I know the train due to school. School have me tied up, and especially the athletics science. So I prioritize my schoolwork over cycling, and I put school over cycling. And so I never gone out. And when I come home, I have headache. I drain most of the time, like mostly Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that's when the boy train. Or sometimes I reach home 4:30 and the boy already left, so I don't have time to train. Sometimes I get the opportunity to go on the home trainer. But that's all. I just started training for this race last week, and I only gone up for like 2 times last week. So I never expect such a good finish. I didn't expect Irene to beat me. I never expect first place, I know that for sure. But I still did great. It was a sprint finish at just like 1 bicycle length away from Kelsey. 1 bicycle length away from Kelsey. But that all part of the sport, right? You win, you lose some, but I still win. In my eyes, I win. So the race.
Carlton and the guys, but I don't see them. No sight of Carlton and Fernando. I look for Carlton. So we know Sinebale was looking for Carlton and you know, say I'm up beside? I tell anybody stay close to the camera because I want to get a few words. Maybe because I'm closing. Huh? Oh, way over there. Man, why not make I walk far, alright? So I want to take a little walk, folks. So I take a little walk. Whoa. So take a little walk over. Make this vehicle pass. You guys are live, happy. Girlfriend Settlement Day. I want to get some nice hudut. May I find some nice hudut? People watching all over the world.
Oh my God. Hi, how you doing? I'm here to visit with my cousin.
Settlement Day. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day, and God bless everybody. Be safe and enjoy, because we are free Garifunas, by the way.
Thank you guys for that interview. Enjoy. Yeah. All right. So I'm here with Fernando Rosado. Fernando Rosado. I always tell fans, right? You know call on true domestic. When I mean true domestic, you don't give your all. At the end, when Oscar made that attack, you gave your all. You bury yourself in the ground for bringing back for Carlton, and then Carlton eventually jump cross and get on the wheel of Oscar. But and you were one of the, I mean, first I think that Shankad gone, you gone along with Shankad, and then Oscar come and join you, and then Carlton come catch you the gap now. But maybe you could tell the fans how you keep, this high level of racing and always, the perform in cycling. Maybe you could explain it. I can explain it. So maybe you could tell the fans.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to everybody where they watch. First off, I just want to say thank God for your safe race. Thank you, Mr. Adonis. Sorry for having the look on for me, but I will say we have a good coach. Mr. Carl know what they do. Mr. Carl build with to something. Everybody know that we the aim for something. We're still not at our best, but with the aim, with the solid progress, and that's what motivate we, because when you see the progress, they be made, it make you happy, right? It make you motivated. And I just want big up Carlton. Carlton do a fantastic race, Pope. Everybody will support me. I just want to big up Mr. Anthony Mala for Belize Tourism Board, and I also want to big up DJ. Yeah, Mr. Adonis, I also want to thank my personal supporters. I know my beautiful girlfriend they watch right now. My mom, my pa, my grandma, my uncle, everybody where they watch right now. Kelvin, Danley, Mr. Harris. Thank you, Mr. Donuts, and next race again.
Thank you, Fernando. Now here with Carlton. Carlton, I don't know where you come from, but you fly up the gap, make it look like flat. When I watch you fly up the gap, I say, OMG, I say, poor me after the walk that, but you flew that up and then you cross over to the three lead riders. And I didn't want to catch them because we were waiting for the rest of riders climb up. But Carlton, maybe, I know maybe I had a bad week last week, but this week you can redeem yourself. You rode fantastic. Now Oscar just edging Nary out at the finishing there. Maybe you could give the fans there, you know, how you analyze the race today.
Yeah, afternoon, everybody, afternoon, Mr. D. Pretty tough race today, you know. The sun hot and the breeze they blow hard. So pretty much Fernando get away Sean Card and Oscar. I watch the gap and I say I could bridge it, but I say I just wait till we reach a climb. And when we reach a climb, I say make a try it. I gone and I dig deep. We catch there, I catch there and my legs started cramp, right? I never made a fuel properly for this event. I never expected myself to be so hot, but all in all, I mean a wonderful race. Big up to Oscar. Man, they come back wrong and it's strong. Sean Cad too. So that, like Fernando say, we have a coach. Our coach have us to do specific things. Everything in our process, Mr. D. People want to say we do good now, but they don't understand that not stepping stone now. We reach up and we made there. I just want to thank Mr. Anthony Mala, DJ, and Alliance now for sponsor us and keep on giving us another chance to do this. I want to shout out the LA crew, the Limerick Park crew, my boy Steve Miguel, his lovely wife, Mr. Sid Williams, everybody. Big up on yourself, my dad, my brother, everybody else now. Yeah, Mr. D.
Thank you, Carlton, and what interview to give right here at, let me show you the entrance to beautiful Dangriga, drums of our father, yes, the famous drums. Mr. Ramos, Vincent Ramos, you know, and all the people from this beautiful municipality. Now the time for get some hudut, but see the drums of our father, what way to finishing off the day. Wish I could get some more interviews, but a hungry bad. Take a little short break, and maybe when I get the trophies, I go back live or we just take pictures. But I want to thank each and everyone who tuned in today on this beautiful 19th of November, Garifuna Settlement Day. A lot of boss down here. I say, look at them have a march or something, a parade, because I see people in a uniform. And so I want to enjoy a little bit of the culture, festivities down here in beautiful Dangriga. I want to say thank all you fans, like I said, who are really top cycling fans. Tune in every time you say you press live, you say some certain fans, and they are beautiful comments. Cycling is such a beautiful sport. It's tough, it's expensive, but it's beautiful. Before I leave, again, our prayers go to our brother Judge Abraham Senior as he makes his recovery. And remember, continue to reach out to his wife and family and help him, assist him in paying off that medical bill. Of course, I want to thank my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo, and myself. We sponsored the live today. We did everything. We turned official media and everything, sponsored the live. And this beautiful Garifuna Settlement Day, it's a way to give back to cycling. I want to thank my immediate family who continue to support me. I know this is a sport I love. Get up early this morning, take off to the beautiful cultural capital. Like I said, all the fans will reach out to me, send me message, words of kindness. it keeps you, give you that energy to keep on going, you know. And the cyclists themselves and the family supporters, without them, the sport number B, the sponsors, big up to you guys. Without you guys, none of this wouldn't be possible. And so, before I leave, I just like to say hello to my beautiful wife. Be home shortly. Just make sure I get some nice food and enjoy and stay here in the beautiful cultural capital. I wish I could have more interviews, but hungry bad, hungry bad, hungry bad. So I leave that. Enjoy the rest of your Representative Day. If you're there in the city or if you're there anywhere, people go buy your hudut, go through, support it, and enjoy yourself. With that said, folks, we are out. Enjoy the rest of the holiday.
A perfect race, right? But we can always learn.
Going straight for the eye. Stay shoved in the club. Got I'm smoking that gas, you play with my money, you know you gon' die. Smoking up like exotic, I get them so high. No leg shots, going straight for the eye. Stay shoved in the club. Got smoking that gas, you play with my money, you know you gon' die. Smoke up like exotic, I get them so high. No leg shots going straight for the eye. Stay shoved in the club, got I'm smoking that gas, you play with my money, you know you gon' die. Smoke up like exotic, I get them so high. No leg shots going straight for the eye. Stay shoved in the club, got